Good morning, Tarosphere. It's Holly from Cape Cod Creatures. I have nothing planned for today as far as chat's concerned. Like, I have a bunch of decks and stuff to review, but I figured we'd do a little just regular old chit-chatty action. Lots of stuff this week, so I might not be on as often as I've been trying to be. Good morning, Amethyst. How are you? I got your email. Did I reply to it yet? Because I started to write a reply and then I forget if I sent it, because it's been that kind of a week. But I started to write a reply to your email and then I think I sent it, but I don't remember if I sent it because yeah. But yeah, we can talk about some of the stuff that you emailed me about if you want. Okay. And then, all right, then I will, when I get to the office, I will, so she says, no, I didn't reply to her email yet. So I will take a look. It's probably in the drafts folder. It was just craziness like the past week. We had an event at the store, which was really fun. Well, in theory, it's supposed to be fun. It's called Open Street, and it's a community initiative, which 25-year-old super liberal me would have really loved, because community building is awesome. They shut down the traffic. Good morning, Cosmic Creeper. How are you? So good to see you. Open streets, they shut down the traffic to the street. And then all of the community comes out. There's like free events and free activities and so many children. And whatnot. But like, so the community building aspect of it is really nice, because our little slice of Cape Cod gets a lot of bad press. As far as there's like a huge heroin problem on Cape Cod. The traffic is always really bad in Hyannis. It's considered the big city because there's a mall. It's really not that large of an area. But anyway, a lot of people don't come to it because there's a lot of homeless people. There's a lot of drugs. There's a lot of just coming out of a week of flu, super snotty now, but out of bed, so finally I'm free. Good morning, Tiff. How are you? Community happenings, lots of kids, pros and cons then, yeah. And then on Main Street, which, God, so I'm gonna sound like such a NIMBY right now, but having a business in an area with these issues has kind of changed my mind a little bit. On some of these things, I still think they're needed in the community. I think the execution is really poor in my area. We have a homeless shelter that is like not even a quarter mile from Main Street. It's a block away. And then our area in our little village, we host anywhere between 70 to 80 what are they, social outreach programs. So things like halfway houses, drug programs. There's a needle exchange, which is right next to a school. Like right next to a school. Lots of rehab, like outpatient rehab clinics. And as a result, there's a Salvation Army with a large, I hate to call it soup kitchen, but I don't know, like just some community outreach programs. There's a mental health clubhouse right on the Main Street. There's a few other outreach programs right on the Main Street in the middle of commerce. And while you're trying to have tourism be your major industry and like shopping and whatnot, like an unfortunate side effect of that is, like, I had a woman walk in the other day and there was some people fighting over a drug deal gone wrong, and somebody threw a hot coffee on her while she was just walking by, like, because she like kind of looked at like the mayhem and was just like, what's going on here? And they, like, a visitor from out of town, hot coffee all over her clothes. She came in, she was so upset. But yeah, so that tends to, so the Open Streets, like a big festival for like bringing families and stuff to the area. it also brings a lot of people who have nothing else to do during the day. And they kind of mingle in, and it's kind of nice to get them involved in the community. But as a shop owner on the street, oh God, I have no staff. I've like I hired a girl and she's fantastic, but she's in Brazil this week visiting family. So I had to work this event alone. And then I tried to do a program, not a program, an activity. We did Pacassos, which is adorable. You spread out a tarp on the ground and you cover it in paint, and then the dogs walk through the paint and across paper. So that way they can do like a little doggy finger painting, and that was adorable. But I had to also do that and man the shop. Unfortunately, the people that do come out to this event, like members of the community, they're not shopping. They're there for the free stuff. They're there mostly for the free stuff. And then there was a lot of kids that decided to hijack the event. No, yeah, it's adorable. And then there was a lot of kids that decided that they were going to hijack my activities. So every time that I was like inside trying to ring somebody with a purchase out, like children would swoop down and like steal the paint and paper. And their parents weren't correcting them at all. They were just like, whatever, our kids are precious resources. And I'm just like, kids are awful. Kids are awful. They're horrible. I'm just going to come out. It was exhausting. It was exhausting. And for those of you that are on my channel that don't maybe know this, I'm child free by choice. I don't think your children are a precious resource. I don't think they're adorable. I don't think it should be women and children first on the Titanic. Honestly, I'd like to see the 50-year-old man with a trade skill go first on the Titanic, because I can grow a new kid in 5 years. Can't grow a 50-year-old man in 5 years. Like just from a logical standpoint, it never made any sense to me. And maybe it's a horrible thing to say, but I also think it's a little bit of a funny thing to say. Like not really, but kids are just, oh my God. Yeah. They're like worse than little adults because they don't know they're being jerks. So and nobody corrects them. And I just can't even when I'd come back out and be like, no, you cannot use this paint isn't for you. This activity is for dogs. It's the one thing here today that isn't specifically for you. And then the kids would just look at me like I was stupid. And I was just like, okay, well, please leave anyway. And they'd be like, can we keep our paintings? And then of course I'm a horrible and jaded, awful woman. So I was like, nope, I'm just going to throw them in the trash. And they were just like, oh, and I was like, oh, well, that's what you get. It says paw painting right on there. So the day it becomes legal to put you in a kennel is the day that, I'm sorry, you guys, this sounds really terrible. But I was just like, yeah, the day it becomes legal to put you in a kennel is the day that you can do the paw paintings. It was just so horrible. And I know I'm just venting and I know I sound awful and tomorrow I'll be back to normal maybe, but oh my God. It was just horrible and stressful. And I'm pretty sure I had a dissociative episode half the day. It felt like I wasn't even in my own body. It was just so stressful. It was so stressful. So it was just it felt like I was in my body, but not really. And I was just kind of watching what was going on. Oh my God, if Beaker was there, oh my God, Brenda, no, I couldn't have had Beaker there. Oh my God, that would have just been awful. And then people would have been trying to touch him and then he would have bit somebody's fingers off. And then I wouldn't have been able to laugh at it because I have to keep a brave face on for the public, I guess. I don't know. But yes, I'm just spewing a lot of my vitriol this morning and I'm going to stop because the more I focus on the negative, it's awful. But, yeah, the more I focus on the negative, it's just, this is the person that the shop is turning me into, and I don't enjoy it. I don't want to be this negative person anymore. So I'm just not going to focus on how stressful yesterday was. And sales weren't even that good. Oh no, I see it all the time. So Crystal Mom is saying, try having a service dog around with children. Oh, I already have a beware of bird sign. I already have one. Do you think people pay attention to it, Brenda? They don't. So Crystal Mama, there are a couple of seeing eye dogs that come into the store, and like children come in and they're all over. And one of them is like, he's an English lab. So he's not as tall as like the American labs. He's like a little down. He's a little more like at face level with children, and kids just run towards him immediately. And like the poor woman that has him, she's a little bit sighted, but her sight is like in or out, like who knows, like on any given day, who knows, like you don't know what her vision's going to be like that day. So she either it's like, it's not a like one of these days it could kill her, like for kids to just come bum rushing her dog. And she's got a big yellow sign on his harness that says, "Don't touch my dog." And yeah, Brenda, I should have probably closed. No, I don't want to concentrate on the outside stuff though, because then I'm not making any sales. And then I put out like $100 for an activity for people to like, I mean, to be fair, I made like $700 yesterday, which for a Sunday in sales is pretty average. I averaged because my attention was split. If I have that day with a helper, I usually sell about 1,000, which isn't too bad. You had to retire a medical alert dog because of kids running up on, that's no good. Oh, kids. Yeah, I know somebody already thumbs down this. I'm sorry, you guys. I just can't like kids today. Should have seen them all yesterday. I was like, ants. Do you want ants? Because that's how you get ants. It's just, yeah, I don't know. But anyway. All right, so just so you guys know, I have decks here. Decks aplenty if you want readings. I'm just going to put that out there. So if you want readings, yeah, we can do that. But yeah, yesterday was like awful. And I had like my first, it's not, I wouldn't call it an anxiety attack, but definitely like, I'm in my body, but I'm not really like, what do you want? I'm not really, I was like on autopilot all day. It was bad. So anywho, tomorrow, so we've got some stuff going on. I don't know. I mean, my parents were pretty on top. They were pretty on top of me as far as behavior was concerned, and I was still a jerk growing up. Like I don't like kids. But anyway, that's my dark secret, everyone. It's my dark, dark secret, which is why Tiffany's never allowed to have children ever. But anyway, yeah, like when your kids turn 18, we can bro down with them. That's, you know, I'll like them better when they're grown-ups probably. But anyway, keeping it real on Cape Cod Creatures today. But yeah, so let's see. I have, oh, you just got the Moonchild Tarot in today? And the Dark Goddess and the Tarot of the Crone. I don't think I like Tarot of the Crone. You're not allowed to have minions either. Those things are annoying as hell. All right, so the Dark Goddess. So I've seen Dark Goddess, and I kind of like that one. Isn't that that's not by the same woman that does the Sibylla, right? Because I've heard that one. No, not Sibylla. Oh crud! It's a stinky one. It's like one of the begins with a C. But there's okay. Yes. You can have mute minions. Yeah, I don't know. They're just so dumb and yellow and oblong, and I just can't get behind minions either. Is it Tarot of the Crown? It's one of those tarots. Maybe it's, anyway, I can't think of it, but one of the decks supposedly smells really bad. Like the ink on it that was used to print it just stinks, and it needs to be aired out or something. And she's coming out with a new it's Persephone Tarot, maybe. Is the Persephone? I don't know, the Persephone tricolor, which I'm really excited for. It's going to be black and white and red. So I'll be getting that deck and praying that it doesn't stink. So if you guys want readings today, by the way, decks aplenty. Just go ahead, ask questions. I'll just grab a random deck and we'll read. And then let's see, Brady Tarot. Supra is shipping. I did one of the tiers with the cloth, so I think that's gonna maybe start shipping this week, which is super exciting. Yeah, putting it in an herb bag is probably good. for decks that stink. I heard that putting them in what is it, baking soda is a good thing. But it might get a little powdery. But if you put them in baking soda, that helps. Oh, Brenda, are you leaving? No, boo, boo. The Folcaros Tarot. I haven't seen that one yet. So I've been a little disconnected from new decks. I have the Zombie Tarot, actually. Amethyst. Where is it? There it is. Boop. Ow. I just bumped my knee on the table leg. At least I didn't spill the coffee. So this is the Zombie Tarot for those that don't have it. Brilliantly packaged. Sister deck to the Housewives Tarot. You have to really like 1950s pop art kind of a thing, like the 1950s advertise, 50s, 60s. Oh my God, it smells amazing. So this is one of my favoriteest decks because it smells like India ink. For those of you, oh my God, I could just huff this box all day. For those of you that art, India ink has a fantastic smell. My mom used to do a lot of art and she doesn't anymore, and I still think she should, but she had like this art box that I absolutely loved to go in where all of her supplies were, and I would just smell everything in it. It's one of my favorite smells from growing up, that and new Crayola crayons. So I find it reads pretty well, Cosmic. I don't know what the new, so this is a really old version of it. A friend of mine got me this, like, when did Maggie get me this? Right after I opened the store. So I've only had this I've had this deck for like 8 or 9 years. No, right after I opened the store. So 6, 7 years now. It's on a bit of a thick cardstock. It feels very, almost kind of cardboardy. But like I said, this is an older deck, so I don't know if there's new cardstock, how it feels. It shuffles okay. Did I ever do a review for this one? I'm not sure if I did. Like back in the day, back when my YouTube channel was a fledgling channel and I wasn't so jaded and I was still a little adorable. Yeah, it's really inexpensive on Amazon. Robert Price decks. Yes, I do have a Robert Price deck. So the Zombie Tarot reads surprisingly well. And Robert, are you thinking Robert Place? RM Place? Because I've got the Burning Suffering Oracle, the Alchemist, 4th edition, and then do I have some? I might have one others of his. I don't. You know what? I think it's just a Burning Serpent and the Alchemist one. Hi, Tarot Pros. Hi, Ivan. How are you? Awesome to see you on here, Brotato. How are you doing? Haven't seen you for So anyway, the Zombie Tarot reads really well to answer Cosmic's. Yeah, it's not a very expensive deck, and it reads surprisingly okay. Again, with like kind of non-traditional ready vibes. Let's see. The High Priestess is one of my absolute favorite cards in the deck. And it's what I just drew. It's a little hard to see, but she's beautiful. The Ace of Cups. It's somebody's brain, but it's got all like the emotions and stuff over there. And yeah, so you have to like kind of old medical drawings. It doesn't shy away from not gore, but like anatomy, I think would be. This one is the 9 of Swords. Like that person's been bit, and I don't know, like it's just kind of, anyway, it's a really good little deck. The little guidebook that comes with it has some pretty decent tips and whatnot. Oh my God, the 2 of Cups is really good. Let's see, the Tarot of the Sevenfold Mystery. I want that one so bad with the book. It's so expensive though. Like ordering a Robert Place deck is not cheap. I also want his vampire one, although it's a little pippish. Like I don't know. I've got enough pip decks. I don't think I need another one. And then he also did the Buddha Tarot, which is really hard to find. Simon managed to luck out and he found like one of the Deccan book sets. Yeah, it's really, the artwork is really thoughtful and well made. Like this is the 5 of hazards is coins. So this is the 5 of pentacles, or the 5 of coins. And you definitely get like the good Rider-Waite vibes. It's definitely Rider-Waite based. So it's definitely a readable deck. It's a little more modern. Actually, this deck is one of my most favorite devil cards. Where is he? Dum, da, 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 da. Sorry, I gotta find the devil. Yeah, so RM Place is just, his decks are beautiful. The books are really why you want his books. He's really into like the esoteric, hermeticism, you know, magic, like that kind of stuff. So he really goes into depth and detail on his descriptions, which is really nice. So you get a lot out of it. So I wouldn't ever recommend buying one of his decks without the books. Where are we? It's going to be like right at the end. I swear. Yep. Almost right at the end. Look at that. Only like a little muffin left to go. So this is one of my most favorite cards in the entire world. This is the Devil card. And where the devil is sometimes about, you know, it's about bondage and vice and addiction and bad habits and like all that kind of stuff. The zombie tarot, yeah, it's well made, $30.07, but like you want the book though. Like I always want the book, and the book always drives it up there. But yeah, let's see. So yes, this is the devil, and it's like there is a little devil on there. I don't know if I can maybe get it to focus for you guys. My camera's being kind of douchey these days. There we go. There's a zombie like kind of in the background. It's at a bar. It's an old-timey cigarette machine, which I don't know if you guys remember old-timey cigarette machines, but those of us who do, we're old. We are super old. But like there was no checking IDs. You just put your money in the machine and you got your cigarettes. It just vended them, which is like really easy access to that kind of thing. And it's really, I know a lot of people don't remember the old cigarette dispensers with like the yellowed resin knobs that you'd have to pull to get your cigarette. Oh my God. My mom and dad would make me go get them cigarettes out of those machines all the time when they took me to the bar when I was little. Good old Rhode Island. But anyway, it's just such a good devil card, especially where it's like you don't need to have any gatekeepers to get to your vice. Like you could just, it's there. Like, and you have to exercise some self-control. And it's super, I just really love that card. No, I feel like it is what it is. My grandmother tended bar at a dive bar in Rhode Island. So when we wanted to like hang out with grandma or something, we would go see her. I'd have a Shirley Temple. And then while they were talking, but anyway, yeah, it wasn't and this was like the early 80s. So it wasn't like that big of a deal for smoking, I guess. But yeah, it reads really well. Anywho, RM Place decks. What were we talking about? Oh, Supra shipping soon. So I'm really excited for Supra. And then I'm really, 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 really excited for the Brady Tarot, which apparently is happening soon. And then there was an update on True Black Tarot. I guess the boxes are starting to ship from the manufacturer to him. So at least the boxes are getting done. I don't know where the deck is as far as that's concerned. Let's see, what else do I got going on? Nothing else much, really. I cannot wait to see the Supra. I am going to, all the pictures, so every time I look at the Supra, I get the same vibe as I got from Pagan Otherworlds, which is like, well, it's pretty, but I don't know if it's for me. And then I broke down and I got Pagan Otherworlds, and it turns out I really love that deck. So I think it's going to be the same thing with Supra. Oh, cardiologist who smokes and drinks like a fiend. Hells yeah. Why would he follow his own advice? Like, I love that. I love that. That's horrible. Let's see. What else could we talk about? Oh, so tomorrow, I was going to say some stuff going on this week. So I don't know if I'm going to be on for the rest of the week at all. Tomorrow, I have to drive up to Boston, getting up at 4:30 a.m. Ripley has to go in for an EKG. And then tomorrow, he's going in for an MRI for his spine. So that'll be a good time. That's the other thing that's been stressing me right the hell out, because why not, right? He's getting old and he's got some spine issues. So we have to go and get that taken care of. But it's a little nerve-wracking because they have to put him under to do the MRI, and he's 11 years old and he's a giant breed dog. So we're going to go take care of that for the next couple of days and knock on press board. Hopefully it all goes well. And it should. I don't think it won't. But yeah, it's scary. I don't know if any of you have large breed dogs, but taking care of them is never a good time. Also, driving into Boston for a 6:30 appointment is never a good time either. I don't know why we're getting up. Well, we're getting up at 4:30 because it's probably gonna be dragging my feet for a good half hour. I am not a morning person, you guys. I am horrible. I'm not a morning person at all. I've just learned to embrace it. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Oh, but I don't know, I might come on Tuesday. Your Chow is 18 and you're like, oh my God, that's a lot. That's old for a Chow, like 18 years old. Yeah. When they have to go under, anytime they have to go under, like, it doesn't have to be surgery. So, it's the anesthesia that'll get your animal while they're under every time. It's not going to be like the surgery itself, but, holy cannoli. It's really stressful, but he'll be all right. But I don't know if I'm going to be on, for the rest of the week, because quite honestly, like, that kind of stuff is really stressful. And I mean, I already have like these horrible dark circles. So we might, I might take a break for the rest of the week anyway. Yeah, so that's really, oh, I'm getting a couple of pre-orders, which is really fun. So the Moonology Oracle cards are shipping soon, so that'll be fun. I'm trying to think of what else. I don't know. There's just like a lot of pre-orders are going to start arriving. I haven't actually ordered any decks in a while. At this point, it's just pre-order stuff coming to the door. Yeah. So, oh my goodness, Loki's gonna get neutered in a month. Oof. Yeah, that's never good. Poor baby, it's never a good time. He'll be all right though. Yeah, you got to do all the blood work and stuff before. So, and where Ripley is, he's 11 and he's 160 pounds. We did a whole bunch of blood work, so that was a lot of money. And then we're doing an echocardiogram and chest rads just to make sure that everything's okay with his ticker. So that's going to be a ton of money. And then the MRI itself is holy cannoli, because they have to put him in the big MRI, and to fire that baby up it costs a pretty penny. Although that being said, you cannot get a people MRI for what we're paying. So I suppose all things in perspective. The Dreamkeepers Tarot. I ordered Dreamkeepers. That was one that I did do. Really looking forward to that one. And then there was some sort of Earth one that I just did too. I don't remember. There's a lot of Kickstarters. One of these days I'll make a list of my Kickstarters, or I'll print out the list that they provide you, and we'll go through the Kickstarters one by one. Yeah, echocardiogram is kind of pricey. Do you have the leaky valves, or does your dog have the leaking valves? Somebody's got leaking valves, and that's no good. Whoever designed the human body, bad job. Like, seriously, I would have done that in like modular parts. Oh, do you have leaky valves? Here's a new gasket. Like, it would have been, I would have totally done it different. Also, we wouldn't poop. If I had designed us, we'd be way more efficient. Dreamkeepers was your first tarot? Oh, okay. It was your first Kickstarter ever. Oh, so Kickstarter. Oh, yeah. Me and Kickstarter are gonna have a divorce soon. I kickstarted a few board games, one of which is behind me. That bad Larry, right there. See it? Woot. Which I don't know how to play. I have to, it's really involved. I'm going to start like a mini series, I think, where it's just like idiot orders, like it's going to be like, welcome to Cape Cod Creatures, where an idiot girl with some cash to burn decided to order a video game that's too hard for her to play. Watch her unbox it like a dum-dum. So that's gonna be a good time. Although apparently, like from every video that I've been watching, so I've been like studying before I open this game, like because it's really involved. Every video that I've been watching, it looks really fun. Oh my God, you would watch that. You know who'd be all over that? Oh God. Dead Serious Woo. Monique from Dead Serious Woo would be all over that. Are you kidding me? I think she would laugh. She would just laugh at me all day long. She'd rake me over the proverbial coals. So yeah, where I unbox board games that I don't know how to play and I get confused, and it's really that's one of my ideas for a channel. So anyway. Yeah, it would be pretty funny. Like I took the lid off the box and I put it so when I got it, it's actually let me grab, where's one of the, so it's Edge the Downfall. This is the super boring add-on box because I couldn't afford all the resin expansions. So I just got the cardboard ones. I know you would all laugh at me, and that's why I would do it. I don't mind being the butt of a joke. That's fine. I know you guys love me anyway. So yeah, here, like, oh, there's another add-on. I don't know where I put it. It's in here somewhere. This is one of the add-ons for it. And then this is the, you know what the other add-on might be? I don't know where it is. So it weighs 1 million pounds. 1 million pounds. This is the thingamabobber. It's by Awaken Realms. For those who board game, you should be familiar with the name. And there's like, I opened it, took the plastic off, went like this, and went, nope. And I put the lid right back on because holy shit, I have no idea what I'm doing at all where this game is concerned. It's got a solo campaign. One of the reasons I bought it, because I know getting Chris to play it will be impossible. Impossible. Because he's going to be like, this is too involved. Anything more involved than blah, blah, blah. But it's, oh my God. Like there's like a sticker book. What the fuck do I need stickers for? It's a game. And then there's, so look at, there's like 2 boards. Like I've got to punch out like the chit trackers and like 1,000 bajillion chit boards. I've got to punch all these bad Larrys out. How the hell am I going to store them? I don't know. There's like 1,000 instruction manuals. What? There's 1,000 instruction manuals. There's faction sheets because there's factions. And I ordered all the factions. I don't know what a faction is. I feel like I sound like Dane Cook when he talks about his schematics. Back in the day when Dane Cook was considered funny. Here's some stickers. Don't know where they go. Do I have to put them on things before I play or during I play or after I play? I guess we'll find out. What the fuck happens when you run out of stickers? Can you order more stickers? Will you play enough times to even run out of stickers? Who knows? Who knows? And then here's some more things that I think the things that you put the stickers on. I don't know. And then there's 1,000 minis. Like 1,000. Look at these minis. Here's a guy with a hat. We don't know. We don't know what goes on in here. We just pretend, like I said, oh my God, those minis look adorable. And let me just play. And I cannot even. So I think some studying is in order. Like I have to kind of have a day and a clear kitchen table where I spread everything out and just like that's what I do all day. And hopefully Netflix doesn't interrupt me. Like I got all the things and I should have only gotten some of the things and I'm completely overwhelmed. So we're just gonna put the lid back on this bullshit. This is supposed to be fun. Turns out this is stressful too, and the box is farting. So yeah, we're just gonna like I have no idea what I'm doing. So not only did I get that game from them, I got 2 more because I'm a glutton for punishment. Although one of them I'm really, so one of them is that one is just kind of like random monsters are all fighting. And then another one is like Greek mythology people are all fighting. And then another one is like kind of like Mass Effect but in space. Good morning. How are you all? Like I can't even. A day, a week. I am going to video it. I just can't right now. So I think that's one of those, when the store is finally gone, I can play my games. By the way, the most complicated game I've played to date like is Stratego. So that'll be hilarious. Like, oh my God, I can't even. But yes, anywho, it is 10:03, which means that we have to think about wrapping up soon. So as far as readings are concerned, because you guys are here for tarot, you're not here for video games. Not video games, board games. Oh, and that's another thing I got too. I did order Breaking Dawn. Not Breaking Dawn. Oh my God. Imagine if that was a video game and I ordered it, I'd have to throw myself off of a bridge. Thanks, but no, Twilight. I ordered Horizon Zero Dawn for PS4, which apparently is a game in which you hunt robot dinosaurs. So that I think after I finish Mass Effect 4 or Andromeda, as it's being called, when I finished Andromeda, that'll be my next game. So anywho, Andromeda is taking me a lot longer than I thought it was going to take me because I have like this amount of hours in my day to play video games, this many. But I like video games. And I can't stop buying them. Anywho, anybody want a reading? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like Cosmic Creeper. I am just imagining you like over a cup of tea, wiping a single like hilarity tear away, like laughing at my stupidity as far as as far as board games are concerned. But you know what? I did the same thing with video games. So before I got my PlayStation 3, the most complicated console I had was Sega Genesis. So 6 of one, half dozen of another. You know me, if I'm going to jump in, I'm going to jump in feet first. Pokemon. Oh my God, Pokemon. I've never played Pokemon games. I only ever watched the cartoon series, and then I played Pokemon Go for 5 seconds, decided it was like I had better things to do, except for that time when Tiffany and I went to Osterville. So for those not familiar with the Cape, like Barnstable is a big town, and in the town there's 5 villages, one of which is called Osterville, which is where rich people live, like very filthy, stinking rich people. Like you drive through it and you hate your life choices. They live in like these super awesome fancy mansions and everything they do is fancy. Like when the library wants to have a fundraiser, they give away a Mercedes. Like it's like one of those kinds of towns. And the kids that play Pokemon Go in Osterville have money to spend on the game. So for a while, there was, everybody would go to Osterville and sit at the library. And then the Osterville police were just like, well, we don't know what to do with this. Cause it was like, they have like no trouble in their town because it's so Stepfordy. Like, and like there would be like a whole bunch of hooligans like hanging out at the library benches at 9 o'clock at night, catching all like the rare Pokemon that would show up there. But it was a good time. Tiffany and I went one night and it was pretty fun. It was good people watching and we caught a lot of pretty decent Pokemon. So, and then after that, my phone broke and I never re-downloaded the game. But anyway, yeah. So you had to love it in the beginning. So I'm the kind of person that would buy like an old school Game Boy to play the game. And it was like one of those games on the go, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, readings. If you guys want readings, ask the questions. I've got the decks. Otherwise, I'm going to do a draw for us. I'm going to do a reading for us. What deck am I going to use? That's a good question. Let's see. Oh, actually, you know what deck I have that I haven't had a chance to use yet, but I would very much like to? Madame Clara Sees All. This tarot, if you don't have it, this is a really fun one for beginner tarot users because it's got the meanings right on the cards and it's got reversal meanings too. So if you're a little new at reversals, let me make sure I don't have any advertising cards in there, and I don't think I do. All right. So this is the kind of deck where you can use reversals. So I'm going to do this because I'm going to start forcing myself to learn reversals. So that's the kind of thing that I do to get reversals. I just take the deck and I do like a little circle-y, like the napkin circle that they teach you in fancy school. I feel like fancy school is a thing. And then your deck's all mixy-matchy up. All right. Fancy school, it's kind of like fancy sauce. So, fancy sauce. It's just ketchup and mayonnaise mixed together. But anyway. So Madame Clara Sees All deck. The game talk is your energy gets unruly. Yeah, fortune style cards. So we'll do some fortune style cards. If anybody wants a reading, let me know. It's a fun little deck. Like I said, I haven't really had a chance to use it. Also, I was able to get the first edition as well. This is the second edition. On the first edition, the writing, they're white banners, not black ones. And the cardstock is much better on the second edition. But something about the first edition, I just really like it. A general message for Cosmic Creeper, of course. Let's see. Ooh, 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 you have a jumper. All right, let's see. You got the Ace of Cups, and it was right side up. So your message is, a new love fills your heart and fulfills your wishes. So the Ace of Cups is about new loves, and a new love fills your heart and fulfills your wishes. So sorry guys, it's a little hard to read sometimes. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me go ahead and get that to focus in for you. Why does this camera got to be a dick all the time? There we go. So it's not like the top ribbon and then the bottom ribbon. It's like the top line of the top ribbon and the top line of the bottom ribbon are the ones that you read. So today you got a new love fills your heart and fulfills your wishes. And because it's such a fortune cookie style deck, I'm gonna leave it at that. And there you go. That's your general message. It could be hobby or work based. So the cups is about just emotional fulfillment. So I mean, for all you know, it could be getting a new cat. Like, you know, it could be a new pet, a new hobby, work based. Something emotionally fulfilling is coming your way, according to Madame Clara. All right. This is the Madame Clara Fate, Destiny, and Fortune 78 card tarot deck. It's like a fortune tellery style, which I really love. And then Martina would like a card. So let's go ahead and pull one for Martina. That would be amazing if more cats just started to show up. Oh my goodness. No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. I guess it would depend on the number of cats. Hi, Christine and Celeste. How are you? All right. So for Martina, you got the Ace of Pentacles. Aces love us today, you guys. It's all aces. Everything's coming up mare. So we've got prosperity lies in the path ahead. Opportunity awaits. So something good as far as opportunity or money or both is coming your way, career-wise, money-wise, house-wise. Something awesome is coming up for you. So keep an eye out for that. All right. Let's go ahead. Oh, Tiffany wants one. All right, let's do one for Tiffy. Tiffo. Let's do one for Tiffo. What does Tiffo want? This is a good tarot deck for when you're like kind of tired of reading tarot. You know, like not necessarily, I'm going to not say like you're tired of putting the work in. But for like when you just want something kind of fun and quick and super. Oh, Tiffany, you had a flyer. Let's see. The Knight of Cups. So Tiffany got the Knight of Cups, and this one says, a charming proposal sweeps you off into new possibilities. A charming proposal sweeps you off into new possibilities. Sam, better look out, man. Got a new guy. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Maybe he's going to ask you to take a vacation. He should take you on a vacation. He should take you on all the vacations. But anyway, nah, he's a nice guy, you guys. But yes, so a charming proposal sweeps you off into new possibilities. So this could be something like a fulfilling job offer. It could be the offer for a new hobby. It could be the offer to take a trip with some friends. It's just like something new and fun. Yes, a new guy with a horse. Leslie, a card for you. Did you just say Sam's okay? Oh my goodness, like meh, he's all right. Like, I can see how Tiffany, like I can hear Tiffany. So for those that don't know, Tiffany and I have been best friends since like the 7th grade, and I can hear her say, he's all right, like in her head. It's just everything I read is Tiffany in my head. But anyway, all right. So Leslie, we'll do one for Leslie first. It's opportunity. So it could be anything from like job or classes or it's just some sort of opportunity, Martina. So the Ace, but Pentacles is usually a little more grounded than things like fiery passion or, you know, like, oh, so this one is for Leslie. This one just popped out for you, Leslie. It's the 5 of Swords. This one says, winning is not all that it seems when friendships perish. So I don't know if you've got like some sort of a fight with some friends, or this is like the careful what you wished for or empty victory type of a card. So I don't know if there's something going on where you're embattled or embroiled with someone, or if maybe someone's being mean to you, or something's going on, but that's not an amazing card. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's not the best one. I want you to have a good one. Like, like that makes me sad for you. I'm sorry, jerk deck. Damn it, Madam Clara. This is why nobody likes her. All right, so let's see. Tiffany took a card. Leslie had a card. Crystal Mama wants a card. Yep, something five of swordsy. Oh, Crystal Mama, this one popped out for you. This deck is very, very poppy today. Crystal Mama got the Knight of Pentacles. So this one says, accept responsibility, take charge, and all will be well. So this is kind of like not a put your money where your mouth is, but maybe like a, you know, if you want something done right, do it yourself kind of a thing. That's kind of how that feels to me. It's kind of how it reads too. accept responsibility, take charge, and all will be well. It's really like the nice way of saying if you want something done right, got to do it yourself. So I guess that's your card for the day. Gotta do some things. All right, let's see. Anybody else with this cute, fun little deck? I mean, this is like a party trick deck. This isn't a for serious tarot deck. So if you kind of want to just have some fun and some laughs, this is kind of the deck that you would use. All right. Anybody else? Quick fortunes with the Madame Clara Sees All deck. All right, so I think we don't have any other takers, so I'm going to just draw us a card for the day. Maybe I should use an Oracle deck instead of Madame Clara, because I love Madame Clara. Apu, yes, you can get a Apu. Apu, should you take a break from giving readings? All right, so let's see. Oh, you got the Sun in reverse. So this one says, count your blessings and make the most of all that you have. Count your blessings and make the most of all that you have. So I don't know that this is saying that you should necessarily take a break, but maybe you should kind of refocus how you're doing the readings and whatnot. I don't think this necessarily means that whatever you're seeking by taking a break from reading cards is going to help it. I think you just need to kind of reframe how you're thinking, like why you're thinking about taking a break from the cards, and maybe kind of, yeah, like like just kind of rethink it, figure out a way to make it a little different, I guess. So this is, like I said, it says count your blessings and make the most of all that you have. So just, so, you know, time for a little rehashing as far as that's concerned. Sun in reverse. Good times. Good times. Good times. The Sun in reverse is kind of like, ugh, really? Why? You're very welcome. I know it's like a quick deck to read with, but it's super fun, and sometimes it surprises you with some like somewhat poignant things. It's a really cute deck. It's fun. You don't get the deck for like super serious, but you do get it. You do get it for its super fun. All right, let's see. So we're gonna pull our card for the day or the week, or it's probably gonna be our card for the week. I'm gonna use the Animalkin Oracle cards. I really love this cute little deck. This is going to be our Oracle reading for the week for all of us. And then I got to go to work because it is 10:19. And I can't pretend like the store doesn't exist. And I feel like I've decompressed enough to at least face it and go clean up that messy ass tarp that I left folded up in a corner after yesterday. All right. Alrighty. So our Oracle card for the day, you guys. Beaker. We got the Flamingo, which is community. Huzzah! This is a cute little card. So for those not familiar with this deck, I have a love-hate with it. I wish her artwork was larger, but her borders and the mandalas that are included on the card are still really adorable. They're all hand done. They're really good to meditate on and kind of lose yourself in. Oh, okay. All right. There you go. We're gonna just go ahead and report. And we're going to, there we go. There we go. We're going to report you. All right. So they're gone. Sorry about that, guys. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to hide user on this channel. All right. Hopefully that fixed it. Hopefully that fixed it. So anyway, here is our card for the day. This is the community. I love how that troll happened right when, oh my God, right when we pulled up community. Thanks, tarot. All right, good. It's gone. All right. So thankfully, yay, we pulled it up right when that happened. Huzzah. Gotta love it. Anyway, I need to appoint some moderators at some point, you guys, because I am not sure how to like block and get rid of, but I reported and then I hid them from the channel. So hopefully that's the same thing as blocking. But anyway, community, where we all pull together. I know. And deal with horrendous trolls. Why do they exist? Like, I don't know. I gotta look into like trolling in YouTube and figure out how or why that happens. And anyway, you don't think it hides it from no, I don't think the reporting hides it, but I reported and then hid. So hopefully that works. But anyway, community, focusing on pulling together, spending some time with the people that really invigorate you, maybe contributing a little more, maybe contributing a little more to the community. Like yesterday, you know what, this is actually a really good message for the ranting too, you know, community building, like that kind of thing, where I was just like, ugh, I hate Open Street, but you know what, it's a good event for the community. So maybe getting involved in your community a little bit more. Community is just such a broad term, like the tarot community or like your actual local, like where you live community. I don't know. It's such a loaded term for me today. So of course I drew it because tarot, this is why nobody likes you. I think it's just, yeah, getting in touch with the people that make you feel invigorated and whole. So, and then doing nice things for them and having them do nice things for you and just becoming involved in a part of something that's maybe a little bit bigger than yourself. So anyway, good community card for today, you guys. Focus is on community. However you feel you need to focus that. So that is our card for the day. And I am going to run along. So I hope you guys have a wonderful afternoon and I will see you later. Bye, Tarot Sphere.